Good morning. It is Thursday morning. Listen, for those that are weary, those that are tired, those that are burdened down, I want to remind you what Jesus said to his people when the world was putting their burdens, right? Putting their expectations, putting their demands on them and expecting them to fulfill things that they couldn't do. Because without Jesus, it is impossible. But with God, all things are possible. So in Matthew chapter 11, 28 through 30, this is what Jesus said. Come to me, all of you who are weary and, and carry heavy burdens. So what you got, go to God with what you have. The heaviness, the tiredness, the wearisome, the pressure. He said, I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. Let me teach you. Okay, so we got to stop being stubborn. We got to humble ourselves. We want to release some things. We want to get rid of this stuff. Then we got to be humble and we got to receive him. He has rest for us. We got to listen. He says, take my yoke upon you. Let me teach you. We have to listen. We have to be willing to be taught. Because I am humble and gentle. This is God expressing how he wants to communicate with you, but also at a non-violent place, not an offensive place, but at a humble place, right? And you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy to bear, and the burden I give you is light. Now, one of the reasons why he was teaching this is because the Pharisees at the time, they got rebuked. The religious leaders got rebuked for practicing hypocrisy. They had these demands, these burdens, these weights on the people, but yet they couldn't even keep what they were saying, right? And so they had this pressure, this system of works, But let me tell you something. These burdens are self-righteous. Why? Because it makes you strive to think you have to make yourself acceptable to God through works, which is legalistic law keeping. Let me tell you something. Law keeping is burdensome. It is a heavy yoke. And there is no amount of law keeping, perfectionism, yes, is going to bridge the gap between our sinfulness and holiness. Only God will bridge the gap through Jesus Christ when we receive him. That's why he died on the cross, to bridge that gap, to reconcile us back to the Father. We don't have to work for it. We just have to receive it. He says, let me teach you. So those that are weary, those that are tired, listen, let me encourage you on today. Take your burdens to God. Let go. As you receive him, you will find that rest. You will walk in that peace. God bless you. Have a wonderful Thursday.